The hunger is still there. He is trying to get better. Chris Bourne Jr. on Anthony Joshua training. Rafael Nadal to face world number 2 Medvedev in the Australian Open finals. Czech tip Senegal to emerge AFCON 2021 champions. And finally, Pillars plan first away win of the season against Crash Strat Heartland by Musa. This is how I welcome you to your Super Love Die, Living Radio, the voice of truth. Here on, we are having today Sports Rush. Sports Rush is a show that will get to give you what is happening in the world of sports, not forgetting boxing, table tennis and football, both home scene and the foreign scene. Keep your dial locked here on your number 1 station and we will be right back. Welcome back. We'll be kickstarting the show with what is happening in the world of boxing. Where Chris Eubank Jr. on Anthony Joshua training. He says the hunger is there. He is trying to get better. Chris Eubank has encouraged Anthony Joshua to search for a new trainer and insists he was looking hungry when they shared the gym. Eubank Jr. returned to the ring next Saturday on Friday 5th in Leon Williams, home city of Cardiff, live on Sky Sports for a major all-British grudge match. He now has Roy Jones Jr. as the inspiration in his corner after spending years experimenting with his training setup. Earlier this month, he worked out alongside Joshua, who is training new members to his team ahead of a match with Alexander Usyk. Importantly, he was looking hungry, Eubank Jr. said about Joshua. Despite how much money he has made and how many fights he has won, the hunger is still there, which means a lot. He is trying to get better by looking for a new trainer so he can change his tactics and beat Usyk. I would love to see that. He showed in the second fight with Andy Ruiz Jr. that he can switch game plans and learn from his mistakes. The word of Eubanks there to Anthony Joshua. You know, this man lost a match to Andy Ruiz and he got back to reckoning in the second fight and had to win at the rules, but this time around he also lost. And my question is this: does it mean that he did not learn from the first match that he lost to Andy Ruiz Jr. and yet he made that same mistake again by losing to Usyk? But now this man is encouraging him to go out there and look for a better trainer that will train him and make him fit again. And the world is looking at him, even Nigerian fans. I know that you are there watching and looking at what is going to happen in the next round, where he has already activated his clause in that match to face Alexander Usyk in the opening matches. When the time comes, we'll let you know when that time comes. Now in the Australian Open, Rafael Nadal beats Matteo Berrettini, while Daniel Medvedev defeats Stefanos Tsitsipas. Rafael Nadal moved one win away from a record 21st Grand Slam men's title after a dominant start enabled him to beat Italy's Matteo Berrettini in the Australian Open semi-finals. 7th seed Berrettini eventually turned the match into a contest, but Nadal completed a 6-3, 6-2, 3-6, 6-3 win. The 35-year-old Spaniard is level on 20 major titles with long-term rivals Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer. Nadal plays Medvedev, who beat Stefanos Tsitsipas in Saturday's final. The first 2 sets were some of the best I have played for a long time, said Nadal, who won his only Melbourne title in 2009. Against a difficult opponent, a great opponent, one of the best of the world, I was able to play, I think, at a high level for a long time. I have suffered and had a fight, but it means a lot to be in the final again. Nadal's achievement in reaching 29 Grand Slam finals comes only a few months after he thought a foot injury could end his illustrious career. Russian seed Medvedev edged a high-quality battle with great fourth seed Tsitsipas, winning 7-6, 7-5, 4-6, 6-4, 6-1 in Friday's second men's semi-final. Medvedev, 25, is aiming for his second successive Grand Slam title after winning maiden major of his career at the US Open in September. He is looking to go one step further in Melbourne after losing in the last year final to Djokovic, who did not play this year after being deported from Australia in visa rule related to him being unvaccinated. That is it there in the world of tennis. and you know that this man is just there doing the things that he knows how to do best. I mean, Rafael Nadal, you know, the likes of Roger Federer and Novak is not there, but we have people that are giving them a good run for their money, just like Tsitsipas and Medvedev. Now he's going to face Medvedev in the finals, and your guess is as good as mine. Like me, I am tipping him to win that title at the end of the day. I don't know what you are thinking at, but just stay right there. I will be right back, and as I'm back, we'll head back to Europe, to the local sense, I mean. It's good to know that you are still there. Now in the MPFL, where Chief Coach of Nigeria Professional Football League side, Kano Pillars Ibrahim Musa, has stated that his side wants to take advantage of the current situation of things at Castrap Heartland to get their own current campaign back alive after a less than inspiring start to the league season for Sai Masiguda. Now Musa, speaking in a chat, said it is very imperative for his side to ensure they get a good result to help regime what has been a slow start to the current campaign, and doing that against an unsettled Heartland will be good for his side. Now you know what is going on with the Heartland, that it has never been a rosy one for them. You look at what is happening, they are being owed a very humongous salary, and we all know that this is not good for them. Like it is always said, that the empty stomach do not hear the gospel. Why is it that the so-called Nazi millionaires cannot pay their players? For up to 7 months now, they have been paying their players, and the question is, how is these people going to live when you know that they are making ends meet with these matches that they play just to feed their families? I wonder what is going on. And it was yesterday when the news broke out that the LMC has given them the deadline date of this week to make sure that they pay their players, and by so doing, we hope that they will begin to do something by the end of today. Now, Remo Stars, Rivers United defender Mbeduri has stated that he is sure that their next opponent, Remo Stars, will eventually bow out to the pressure of Rivers United and other top contending teams in the league to stoke the flame of rivalry ahead of this weekend clash between both teams. Duri, speaking in a chat, said while the new promoted side has had a strong start to the campaign, the Nigerian league factor of big teams will eventually catch up with them. And you know what is going on. Remo Stars, they have not did since they climbed that table. They have been really doing very well, and this man is saying that they are not going to rest, that it is time for the big boys to catch up with them. And I'm saying, let's see how it goes at the end of the day, whether it is going to be true or not. Now let's go over to the AFCON and look at what is making waves in the world of AFCON. We came to win, and that is what Chelsea legend Peter Cech has revealed, that Senegal will emerge champions of the 2021 African Cup of Nations in Cameroon. Cech stated this while speaking on the achievement of Chelsea goalkeeper Edouard Mendy, who was recently named as the best goalkeeper by FIFA, being the first African to receive the award. Cech, a former Chelsea analyst, who doesn't want to win this trophy, and now Cech is tipping this guy to win the trophy. Now it is not done with when speaking, it is just done in the field of play. At the end of 90 minutes or at the end of this tournament, we will know what happens. Now, the Baba Yara Stadium, Kumasi, is set to host the 2022 FIFA World Cup playoffs between the Black Stars of Ghana and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The Capco Stadium was not good enough, but now it seems they have gotten another stadium that will host that match. And God willing, I'm happy that match Ghana will be hosting the first leg. Now, another news that is broken out today, where Ghana has decided is looking at appointing Genedro, the former Super Eagles coach. Former Super Eagles Sandra Genedro is being linked with the vacant Black Star coach's job. Sources in Ghana report was relieved of his position as Super Eagles coach following the team's struggle in the qualifiers for the 2022 FIFA World Cup. On his part, the Ghana FA sacked Molivian Rajivac following the Black Stars' disappointing campaign at the ongoing AFCON in Cameroon. The four-time African champion finished bottom in a group that had Morocco, Gabon, Comoros with just 1 point, and the Eagles will face the Black Stars in the 2022 World Cup playoffs in March. A source close to Raw claims that the German is open to the Black Stars option. Genedro is very much open to the Ghana job. Ghana football has great potential, and his experience of the African game will help him steer the team in the right direction. His knowledge of African football is deep, especially with West African team. Besides Nigeria, he also handled Burkina Faso and Niger Republic. Raw also has a stint with Gabon in 2017. He has now quality to handle the Black Stars. Genedro achieved FIFA World Cup qualification with Nigeria in 2018 and is keen on guiding Ghana to the 2022 edition. Ghana has a big name players like Andre Ayew, Thomas Partey, Daniel Amate, among others who are hungry to play at the FIFA World Cup, and Genedro can help turn that dream into a reality. Will this man eventually become the coach of Ghana? That is what I do not know. Remember that this is Living Radio, the voice of truth, and you have to subscribe. You have to go to our YouTube channel at Living Television and also our Facebook at Living the Radio. Not forgetting your app. Just go to your Radio Garden and download that Radio Garden on your Play Store in your